Greetings, Sekiro, whatever, Guru here, and here's how to easily beat the Owl Father, aka your evil daddy. We will be baiting the old fool into a few moves that, when avoided, leave him open to free attacks. We will do this by keeping our distance from him at all times, so he will run towards us and trigger the moves that we want to take advantage of. Whenever he runs towards you in a straight line, hold forwards to walk towards him to close the gap. When he gets close enough, he will always do one of three moves, which we will dodge while holding forwards. His most basic move when he runs towards you is a single sword attack. When you see him bring his sword up, press the dodge button while holding forwards. This will make him miss, leaving you free to hit him with the charge stab move. I'll be using the charge stab attack for the whole fight, as it does good damage and gives us time to retreat before he attacks right back. I only hit him once and run away after every move we bait him into, as this will set up the pattern we need to win the fight easily. And that's the name of the game, to win easy and cheap. That's what a guide's for. There's no good a guide saying parry him and be amazing, because then you wouldn't need a guide, would you? Another one of the moves when he runs towards you starts with a shuriken throw, followed by a sword slash. You'll have to be holding forwards and dodge twice in succession to avoid both of these attacks. You'll end up behind him, allowing you to hit him with the charged sword attack. His arm raising up in the air will signal his shuriken attack, so be ready to dodge twice in a row to avoid it, and the follow-up sword attack. One thing you will need to be aware of is his Unblockable Thrust, as he will do it every so often when at a distance. So counter it with the Mikiri counter skill, or stay out of the range of it if you don't feel comfortable countering it. If you do counter his cheating thrust, follow it up with an attack of your own. To make timing the Mikiri counter easier, you'll want to press the dodge button when the red symbol starts to fade away. As you run away after hitting him once, his other moves won't play a part in the fight. So how hard can a boss be with just 3 moves? You can memorize 3 moves, can't you? Don't tell me you can't. If you can take a dump, wipe your ass, and then remember to flush the toilet and wash your hands, you can do this. I believe in you. The other one of the 3 moves that he'll do when running towards you is a delayed sword slash. You'll know when he's going to do this one by the way his body moves to one side before trying to hit you. You'll have to wait an extra second to dodge this one though, so while holding forwards, press it a bit later than you have been on the other moves to make him miss. Basically dodge at the last moment. Once you've learned to recognize which one of the 3 moves he'll do when running towards you, the fight becomes quite simple. As long as you keep your distance so he runs to you, and then walk forwards to meet him, you'll always only have to dodge one of these 3 moves. Might take you a few goes to get the timing of the dodging down, but when you do it, it'll become second nature. It'll be like taking candy from an owl, an old owl, an inept one. Once you beat his first phase, start the next one with a sword in his face before running away to create the distance needed to repeat the tactics in phase 1. There are only 2 things different in phase 2. He now has his pet owl with him, which you can use to turn invisible and drop down on you from above. So when he's gone invisible, just keep running around until he's reappeared. Put a stop to this cruel magic. He'll sometimes use his unblockable when returning out of his owl's ass. So remember, A, B, C. Always be countering. Always be countering. If you fought him normally, then the charge stab attack would be a bad idea, as he can actually Mikiri counter you too. But if you only use after avoiding these 3 moves, then he will never counter it. Not really fair that he can counter and has unblockable moves. You have no unblockable moves, and how's that fair? This is why cheating him, he deserves it. His other new move in phase 2 is a Flameout Attack, that does significant damage. So when you see him put his arm out for the owl to land on, you'll want to run as far away as you can to get out of its range. You can always hide behind one of the wooden posts which will cover you from the blast. You will always follow his flaming owl move with an unblockable attack, which you can take advantage of if you've got the balls. Apart from those two moves, the second phase is exactly like the first, so just keep your distance and bait him to run to you, and be ready to dodge one of the only 3 moves that he'll use. When at a distance, he'll sometimes throw a single shuriken at you before running in. This is easily avoided by sidestepping it or blocking. Sometimes he'll try to stun you with the firecrackers, but as you are keeping far away from him most of the time, this won't affect you. If you're not far enough away from him when he uses them, however, he will perform his unblockable after throwing them, so be ready to counter it through the smoke if you need to. If holding forwards and dodging doesn't work every time for you, you'll want to dodge slightly to the left when walking towards him. Imagine your analog is a clock face. You'll want to dodge while holding 11 o'clock. It doesn't matter what time it is though, as using these sacred ancient techniques will make your dad look like the harmless little baby owl that he is. Using this strategy turns the fight into a game of rock, paper, scissors. And that's why we walk towards him instead of running, is it gives us extra time to recognize which of the 3 moves he'll do so we can dodge them the correct way. His shuriken attack can sometimes lead to another shuriken throw, but as long as you are dodging twice in succession on this one, then you'll always avoid them. If you listen to me and pay attention, then you can even get through the whole fight without getting hit. And don't come crying to the Guru or the Guru, claiming it doesn't work, as you can clearly see it does in the video, as you can see at a glance. I'm afraid if it doesn't work for you, then you just suck. Throw in your gaming controller towel now, and admit defeat at the hands of Eddie Sekiro. Subscribe for more boss guide tips and secrets, and click the link at the end of the video or in the description to watch a rage playthrough from someone who didn't know these hidden secrets. You'll love it. Can we go out there? Go out there, ninja. Ah!